Hey everyone, PayPal reported fiscal 2023 first quarter earnings result that disappointed investors. The stock was down as much as 10% on the day following the earnings announcement that some people are saying were relatively good. So why is PayPal stock price down after earnings? I'm going to answer that question in this video. I'm also going to answer if PayPal stock is a buy right now, if this dip in the stock price is a buying opportunity. If you're not aware, PayPal was one of the top stocks to buy that I recommended in 2023. I recommended PayPal stock as one of my top 23 stocks to buy in January. So far this year, after this stock price drop, PayPal is down roughly 6% year to date. So I'm going to update that recommendation and answer if this is a buying opportunity. So let's begin. So revenue increased by 9% for PayPal to $7 billion. Earnings per share increased to 70 cents. That was up from 43 cents in the first quarter last year. So far so good. TPV, which stands for total payment value, increased by 10% to 355 billion. The company processed 5.8 billion payment transactions in the quarter. That was up 13% year over year. All of this is really good news, especially since consumers have changed their habits significantly. PayPal processed 5.8 billion transactions in the year. This was up 13% year over year. This is impressive considering consumer habits have changed significantly from the same quarter last year. Remember, this time last year, the economic reopening was just gaining momentum, so people were still spending more money online, which is good news for PayPal. This year, people are spending a lot more of their budgets away from home, at restaurants, bars, theme parks, and those kinds of things. And that is not good news for PayPal because PayPal has the biggest advantage when people shop online. And despite that difference, PayPal still did a solid job in this current quarter up until that point. Where PayPal experienced headwinds is in the active accounts, which increased by 1% to 433 million. This was up from the prior, but that was down by 2 million from the previous quarter. So quarter over quarter, it lost 2 million active accounts. That's really um, risky because now investors are looking at PayPal stock and thinking, wait a minute, was this just a one-time thing? Or is PayPal going to continue losing accounts now? Are people not going to be using PayPal as much now? And so that's, in my opinion, what caused PayPal's stock price to fall, despite the fact that nearly every other metric was solid for PayPal stock. So this is the area, and you've heard me talk about this a lot. When risk goes up, the stock price goes down. And this is one of those situations where now with PayPal stock, the risk just increased. Is this the start of a downward streak or is this a one-time thing? So that's the risk here. So I wouldn't be surprised if in the next quarter, if PayPal was to report an increase in active accounts, if the stock price would experience a rebound just on that metric, right? Just on that metric alone, because that would reduce the fears of, oh my goodness, they're going to go on this streak of where they're going to just keep losing active accounts. So if you're wondering why PayPal stock fell as much as it did despite the solid quarter, that's where you can look to. Moving on, operating cash flow decreased by 4% to 1.2 billion. But when I look deeper into this, it's not as bad as it looks. This decrease in operating cash flow was primarily due to the timing of tax payments, right? Just because it fell into the current quarter, and it wasn't because the company's profitability decreased or there was some decrease in its ability to generate cash flow from operations. And then I double checked that with the earnings per share and net profitability, which were both up. So this operating cash flow was exclusively the result of, well, primarily the result of timing of tax payments. PayPal is forecasting for the full year 2023 earnings per share of $3.42. That would be an increase from $2.09 in the same in the year before. So excellent growth in earnings per share expected in 2023 for PayPal despite the macroeconomic headwinds. So overall, I would say a good quarter for PayPal with the exclusion of that decrease in active accounts. That raises a big question mark and a big red flag, even in my eyes. And PayPal is one of my top stocks to buy. So I always look at these risks, even in stocks that I'm bullish on, and this raises the risks in PayPal stock. However, even considering that, I will reiterate my recommendation for PayPal stock as a buy. I think it is a buy on this dip here, and I'm still keeping PayPal stock as one of my top stocks to buy in 2023. In fact, I updated that recommendation in May. I'll link to that video at the end of this one. I've updated it to it's now 17 top stocks to buy in May and to hold for the rest of the year. So there you have it. That's all I've got for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again next time. I want to thank the Motley Fool for sponsoring this video. Visit fool.com/parkev for the 10 best stocks to buy now.